This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the 1000 Toys Dante from Devil May Cry 5. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a large-scale box with a red image of Dante. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images of the figure showcasing multiple posing positions with its different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Dante out of the box. And man, 1000 Toys is on a roll because they are making some really kick-ass action figures, and this Dante is definite proof of that. He truly is a badass piece, and I cannot wait to check him out with you guys. But before I take a closer look at the actual figure, I want to run down his accessories. So this Deluxe Dante does come with a ton of accessories. Starting off, we get a bow staff, a broken staff, a 3-pointed nunchuck, 2 sets of hair, interchangeable faceplates, a sawed-off shotgun, a back peg, 2 pistols, and 8 interchangeable hands. And lastly, he also comes with 3 swords and a square-based stand with an articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with the clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Dante. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Dante here. Now, Dante is one of those characters I've always just wanted a really good action figure of, and we've never really gotten a super good figure. We've had some decent ones in the past, but nothing really great. This is a great Dante figure. 1000 Toys is showing us why they are a force to be reckoned with, and they do some of the most incredible action figures that you can possibly own. Now, they're expensive, but they are worth every dollar, I promise you. So let's take a look at this guy. He looks fantastic. The shirt works out great. I love that. This is all soft, pliable, like plastic, a rubbery type of plastic. That's because they utilize what's called like an inner frame. So all the articulations underneath this rubbery plastic. That's used on things like Gundam model kits. That's where I first really seen that stuff. And I always figured that would be the future of articulation. And 1000 Toys is showing us that that's exactly what that is. But you can see it's a little issue I have. The belt buckle is actually part of the shirt, so that's a little weird. It can be a problem, but it's not too terrible. The pants all look great. The sculpting of that, the boots with all the buckles and straps and things like that looks so freaking good. The coat looks fantastic. It's nice soft goods like leather like material. Looks really nice. All the stitching work, all that looks good. The straps, which, oh man, this looks great. The whole coat itself is on a bendy wire, so you can pose that around, which is really cool. I love that, and you'll see some poses later on. But man, dude, this is so good. I'm so happy with this. I've been having a blast posing him around, and man, just such a great toy. Okay, so let's talk his accessories. So we do get the stand right here. It's this nice grid-like stand. It's big and square. It has a Capcom wording right there. But we also do get this articulated arm. Now the arm actually connects to the sides. You can see how it would slide into there. So you can pose it anywhere on there, and then you get the arm. You can swivel that around, which is really cool. But we also get this little hook right here. It actually has little grooves and like teeth. So you can actually lock that into place so it doesn't swivel. Sometimes, you know, figures can swivel around on the stand, and you can't lock that in like you would like to, so they end up falling over, stuff like that. So that's a really cool design how they did that. So you can actually get that hook locked in place. So I love that. It's a good size for this figure too, so really cool. All right. We just got a ton of stuff here, so I'm going to try my best to run through all this. We got all kinds of interchangeable hands, closed-fisted hands, open palm hands, trigger finger hands, sword-holding hands, all that kind of stuff. So we just do get a lot of those, and they all look really good. Okay, here, so let's see. I'm going to run down the face sculpts first. So we get the standard face sculpt, looks really good. Loving that. The paint on that, you even see some stubble on there, looks really cool. We do get a smiling one, which is really nice because Dante kind of has that like cocky thing about him, which is really cool. So I like that. Then we do get a more angry head, which is for more his action poses. I think that one looks really cool too, so I'm digging that a lot. But we also do get a second set of hair. So you could have the more shorter hair, which is more like the old Dante, or you could have the more longer hair, a little more, roughed up, like the more modern Dante. So those look really good. So you have the option of having the more old school Dante, the more younger version, or the more older version, depending on the hairstyle that you prefer. So that's pretty cool that we got that option. So I love that. We do get his pistols, ebony and ivory here. So you get those. Those are really cool too. Loving that. Those are just such cool weapons. I really dig those a lot, man. I think they did a killer job with those, and I have a lot of fun posing those around, dual wielding his weapons and like that. So get those on there, put this on there like so, and get the other one like that. And yeah, dude, this is just so cool. I love that. Just yeah, dude, get some of that action shooting that they do in the games and stuff like that. I think that's super cool. So yeah, I love that a lot. We also do get his sawed-off shotgun. This thing is rad too. His little boomstick. Loving that. That looks really good too. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. What do I start with here? Well, I could start off with his basic sword here. So you got his sword like that. This is the one. Again, I don't know all the names of all these weapons. It's been such a long time since I played a Devil May Cry game, but I know all these things have names and things like that. So here's his basic sword. That looks really cool, nice and long. What's really cool about this figure is that if you pull up the coat here, you'll see this like peg. This can be lifted like that and moved around and rotated. You're gonna actually take that and pull it through the actual coat like so. So you see how it kind of sticks out like that. This is going to be for actually mounting the sword. So the little rib cage right here on the sword, that can actually be pulled off like that, and you'll see it reveals a little peg hole. Now that peg hole can be put on like so, just like that, so you can mount the sword. And again, it can be rotated to either side. So if you want to go enough to one shoulder like that, you can do so, or just straight up and down, whichever you prefer. Now we do get other swords that have that same thing. So we got this one. Again, I don't know the name of the weapons, so please help me in the comments and remind me what these are. But this big, beefy looking thing right here looks killer. Got that red metallic gem like that. That looks cool too. So it's going to be the same thing with this, but this one you actually have to take off that part of the hilt like that, and you can see it reveals a peg hole. But we actually get this one right here to replace it with, and you can pop that off, like I'll pop that on there, excuse me, if I can get it on there. It doesn't feel like it's lined up. Okay, just like that. And then the same thing, you pop that on like so. Now he can holster that one on the back, so that's really cool too. So I like the options here. Then we get this big beefy monstrosity. Holy crap, this thing is ridiculous. It's the spine and the like gems and whatever is in this thing. The little skull right there at the bottom. Dude, this weapon is ridiculous, and I love it. It is so freaking cool. The same thing with this one. This one has a little peg right in there, but you're gonna actually have to take this and swivel that upside down, just because of how it's positioned in the peg hole like that, and then you can mount it on the back like so too. So that is crazy, dude, but I love that so much. They really, again, went all out with this figure. So you can actually take this and put that down. Then you also get like this little cover piece to kind of like put in the back here like so, just to cover that up if you want. It's an easy way to display it just like so. So that's pretty cool, little cap like that. We also get whatever this, oh shoot, I got tangled. Okay, whatever this thing is, this like flail nunchucks thing. It's in 3 pieces, but dude, this thing's rad. Real metal chain, I'm all about that. I've been having so much fun posing with all these different weapons, and that's super cool. We got that broken bow staff, which is really cool too, broken in 3 pieces. I love the metallic purple on here. You got actual metal chain. I mean, this is so cool, dude. Again, you'll see pictures of all of this stuff at the end of the video, because I had so much fun with that. Then we get his actual bow staff, which is super big. Like if I put him here, like so, let me stand him up straight here, and I could put his thing to the feet, like so you could actually see that the bow staff is actually taller than him. So that's awesome. And they got that metallic red tips like so. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I run down everything. And again, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. It is so much fun. I absolutely love this figure. He just comes with so much. It is super impressive. And again, I know he's expensive, but I can totally understand why, man. You get a ton of great stuff with this guy. So very, very cool. All right, now let's run down his articulations. So the head of the neck are on ball joints, rolls around like so. You can see that the neck piece is separated from the shirt piece, so you can see how it moves in there. So that's really cool. It does rotate left and right, up and down that far, pivot side to side, and pretty much do anything you really need to do. Arms can go all the way up, full 360 without the coat, down, up and out. We do get a butterfly joint in there, rotation at the bicep, a double jointed elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around very nicely, does turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth. We got hip joints, they kick forward that far, back that much, splits all the way out like so, and I love how they designed this hip joint. So you can see it slit in there, and it goes all the way up to the side like that and still maintains the shape pretty well, so I do like that design. Rotation in the upper thigh. We got a single bend at the knee, bends very far, but I will notice that this knee joint is fairly ugly, and I can see a lot of people not liking that. Me personally, I don't mind it. I'm cool with it, whatever, but I can see that being a problem for some people as it breaks up the sculpt a lot and just kind of looks a little awkward. You can rotate the boot, rotate the ankle, you can just go up, down, very nice ankle rocker, and then we do get toe articulation. So overall, I am so happy with this. Holy crap, in my opinion, this is the best Dante figure you can possibly own. He is super well done. I am very, very impressed with him. You know, I reviewed the 1000 Toys Hellboy not that long ago, and he was an incredible figure, and I had so much fun with that one. But man, these ones right here, this Dante figure, and I'll be reviewing Nero next. He was so impressive too. Definitely, if you can, pick up both, because in my opinion, these are incredible works of art. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figures. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a 1000 Toys Hellboy and Mezco 112 Collective Hal Jordan. And for even more comparison, here he is standing next to a Lightning Collection Red Ranger and Bullethead Studios V-Mask. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the 1000 Toys Deluxe Dante from Devil May Cry 5. Now overall, man, this guy is incredible, and if you've been waiting for a freaking awesome Dante like I have, then this is definitely the piece. The only downfall, in my personal opinion, is going to be that price point at about $150. Now I know to some that's not a big deal, but I know that is a very high price for a 6-inch action figure. But I'm telling you, this is one of the best Dantes, if not the best you can possibly own. The soft goods coat is really well done, the sculpt and paint is super clean, I love the articulation even with some of those awkward joints, but those accessories, man, those are killer and really set this figure off. You have so many display options, so many cool poses you can make. I mean, this is just a badass toy, and I am so stoked to add him to the collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.